Welcome to the show and Happy New Year if you're Jewish, and Happy New Year if you're not Jewish as well. So we've got a very
Peace and
special show for you lined up today. We've got Walid back. He kept commenting in the chat, in the video, every time we did a video, that he'd like to come back and continue the discussion on whether Israel has a right to exist, whether he supports or rejects the Jewish homeland. So without further ado, Walid, do you want to tell us why you don't support Israel as a Jewish homeland?
For me, for me, I talked with you a lot before about Israel, and all the Israeli people they say the same thing. We as a Jewish we fought, we a lot of people like killed us around the whole world. We get attacked, we get kicked out from our homes around the whole world, and then we decide to go back. But before all of this happening, you forget to tell people about the Rothschild family. The Rothschild family, who is the reason for First World War, Second World War. The act they did is not you cannot even like title them as a human being. They corrupted the whole world. Because of them, millions of people died around the whole world. The whole world, you know. And the fact is they were the richest. Should use that how the Jews in this time before First World War, they were good. They were living good, and the richest in the world were Jews. And what they did, they started the Zionist idea and the idea of taking the Holy Land of, but it's not any Holy Land. They just wanted land for themselves and to steal it. Forced Britain to give it to them. We put Britain under debit. We put France under debit. All of that just to get Israel. So before you asking about, before you telling me we fought, like how you say, everyone was racist to us, or we getting attacked everywhere in the world, and that was the only choice. Remember what you did to the world. Remember what the Zionist, the first Zionist man did to the world, and destroyed, corrupted, killed millions. You know.
Okay, so I'll just jump in there, Walid. One question. Do you have any evidence for your charge that the Rothschilds were behind the First and Second World Wars so that they could create the state of Israel? Do you have any evidence?
Don't believe. Okay, I'm gonna be like accurate in what I'm saying. The Rothschild family encouraged the war, put England under debit, because England in this time was the emperor that the son doesn't go from it. So England had a lot of land everywhere, and they funded the war in France. All this war could stop. Could, you know, the government can find another solution if they can fund the war. But who funded it was the Rothschild, and they own it. The fact is there. When they built the first bank in, what is that called? The first bank in America was from them, and that was after the First World War.
So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
Subscribe to the Reanimator and hit the notification bell. Like, share, all that good stuff.